All right.
That's right, folks.
Episode 2.
Yeah. Dos.
They said it couldn't be done.
I feel like it can be. I can do anything.
Man, I stopped at Pal's and got this drink
Yeah.
on the way here, and the guy at the window was just way too fucking much.
Really?
Yeah, like,
What did he do?
I mean, like, usually when you pull up to, like, fast food, the first window, they're just like, oh, hey, you know, what can I do for you? What can I get? But this dude sounded like he needed to be, like, doing voiceovers for movie trailers.
Oh, no.
Because he's just like, well, hello and good morning. How are you today?
Fucking scared now.
I was like, man, I've been up for like 40 minutes. I don't need to hear you say that shit right now.
You trying to, like, give me the trailer for the new fucking Terminator? Judgment Day 3? How many Terminators are they going to make before Arnold Schwarzenegger just dies?
I mean, he's too busy, like, being a governor right now.
Is he still the governor of California?
I mean, I assume so. I haven't heard anybody else say that someone else is the governor.
I think the best part about California is nobody pays attention to it because it just comes up with so many stupid ideas. Like I read yesterday that in some parts of California it is illegal to do laundry and take a shower in the same day.
What?
Yeah.
Is that like one of those laws that they had like 100 years ago?
You're wasting water.
But is that why the law was there?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but
I never understood that one, though. I really didn't. I never have.
Yeah, everybody everywhere has dumb laws like that, though.
Yeah, I know.
They, what's the one, I forget which state it is, but whenever, you can't eat ice cream while you're, like, walking if it's Sunday.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
something real dumb.
Sunday.
Something real stupid.
So, like today, if I
It
were
is
to
today.
eat some ice cream and walk around in, like, Wisconsin or wherever.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not here. I don't know which state has that law, but yeah. I read that in, like, middle school, and it has stuck with me.
I just said Wisconsin because they're so cheesy.
Oh, we got jokes.
Yes. Your seat just locked and scared the shit out of me.
It's because you didn't lock it when you put it back.
I thought it broke.
I hope not. I have to have that when I'm driving Uber and Lyft.
No, it's still stable.
Okay. That's the main thing.
It's not saying anything weird like let's go rob a bank or... It's stable.
It hasn't lost its mind yet.
Yeah. There's old Matthew Davis. Hello.
Is that his name?
Yeah. He just kept looking down. He looked up because he heard his name, though. I was like, huh? Nope.
Oh, so one of my ex-girlfriends got engaged.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Dude, the video for it is so fucking cringy.
Really?
Yeah, like, okay, so, like, it starts out, it's just her, like, I guess the dude took her, like, on some kind of hike thing and, like, took her on a mountain.
Yeah.
And so it starts out just her, and you can hear him, like, trying to get everything set up, I guess. And she's just standing there, and, like, behind her, you see, like, the mountain range or whatever. And,
oh, boy.
And he's, like, I guess he told her that he was going to set it up to take a picture.
Yeah.
And so they're just standing there, and he's like, well, no, he walks up to her, and they, like, start to kiss, and then he pulls away, and you can tell she wants just a little bit more, but he keeps, like, pulling away.
Stop it. You slut.
But,
people are going to see this.
So, yeah, he, like, pulls away, and then he, like, puts his arm around her like they're going to pose for the picture.
Try to fix it.
And he's like, they're just standing there for like 15 seconds just staring at the phone because he told her it was going to be a picture. And so he,
Wow.
and then he's like, so I know that I have like a southern accent,
Yeah.
but this dude is like ridiculous.
Well, honey.
No, not even. He's like, I think it did it. Like he's got that breath to his voice. Like, he's just like, well, I think it did it.
I got a lot of extra air in my lungs.
And he's like, and she's just like, oh, you think it did it? Like, and he's like, yeah, I think so. And then they like kiss again. And he was kind of smooth about it though, because like while they're kissing, he like pulls the ring out of his like coat pocket.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, all right, I'll give him that. That was kind of smooth. And then he just gets down and he's like, will you marry me?
And she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Well, she started crying.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's so just awkward. I think it's awkward because no one else was there. Like if someone else had filmed it, it wouldn't have been that bad. But just the way that he set it up and filmed themselves,
yeah,
that's what made it so awkward to watch.
Will you marry me so we can file taxes together?
Yeah, buddy. It doesn't always make it cheaper, though.
It never will. That's how they get you. Get married, bro.
Well, I mean, that's like me and Stephanie. We filed our taxes together last year, but I ran it both ways. Like I ran hers by itself and mine by itself to see how much we would get back. And it was like $1,300, but if we ran it together, it was like $1,700. And so we ran it together. But I do that each year. I'm like,
that's a lot of cash, bro.
I do it each year though. I'll run it separate, and whichever way we get more money back is what I'll do. Because
it's the best way to be.
Yeah, because what it is, like if we both get $900 back separately, that's $1,800 total.
Jesus Christ.
But if we file it together and we're only getting $1,700 total, then I'll file it separate for both of us. Because you get more money that way.
Sorry,
Is that a good burger?
It's alright. I feel like Hardee's makes the best burger when it comes to fast food, but Wendy's is like number 2.
We should go get something to eat. I'm kind of hungry now. Watching you eat. I wasn't hungry before.
I knew this would happen.
I wasn't hungry before, but now I'm like, I could eat.
Alright. Well,
Let me finish this, and then we can just keep that recording while we drive. I'll just turn the radio off. You'll have to tell me where to go. Do we have to go like down into town?
No, we can go that way.
Okay.
There's a cookout. There's a Taco Bell.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't think I want Taco Bell this early, though.
There's a Wendy's, which is what I have. And there's just Subway.
Taco Bell's just like coffee. Like, I know each time I eat it, like within an hour, I'm going to have to shit myself.
Me too.
Does that guy know how to pull out of a driveway correctly?
Well, the thing is, he's in a tiny truck, and that hill is a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt, then. But yeah, dude.
It's fun to pull up, though. You're like, whoa!
Oh, I thought you meant like pull up and like fight.
No, bro.
It's fun to pull up and square up. That's what I always say.
Oh, man.
Oh, did you get my email yesterday from work?
No.
Oh, God. I didn't do the monitors on those new
Oh, wait, yeah, I
agencies.
did.
Did you do them?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, thank you, man. That's the only 3 I lacked, and I don't know why. Like, I knew, like, all week. I was like, oh, I gotta do this.
Good
and then,
old William.
I knew, like, all week, I was like, man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And I just didn't for some reason.
The metric on your team. This guy, one of the new guys, he missed a metric the other day when I was doing those. And he sends me a link message. He's like, man, we got to talk about this monitor. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, we'll talk about it later.
Oh, was he there Saturday or yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, we'll talk about it later, whatever. And I'm just topping along. He comes up to my desk. He's like, man, we got to talk about this. I keep making 17, 16s. What's the deal?
What'd he miss?
Connection statement.
Oh.
No, it's the post-call survey he missed.
Oh, gotcha. Did you tell him that?
Yeah.
What did he
He's
say?
like, I always say it. And I was like, not this time. We have a recording.
We have you
Not doing it.
your own 4-minute podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. We're talking to some guy from fucking stupid places that I hate businesses. I get they're necessary or whatever. They're just corporate lingo, plastic talk, fake people not speaking their fucking minds. That shit gets to me.
Some of them are all right.
I mean, yeah, some of them are all right, but I'm just like in general, that bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. I hate the ones that sell just like they're the only ones that sell like a certain product so they can like make the price whatever they want.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that Martin Shkreli guy.
With the AIDS pill.
Yeah. And then he bragged about it online. He tried to back it up by saying, it's just business, man. Like, yeah, but you're still a piece of shit.
I mean, it is just business, but
That's a lot of money for AIDS.
yeah, well, it was like $700 a pill or something like that.
No, yeah, like riddle me this. I don't think I've ever met anybody that's purposely gotten AIDS. So for you to just make it like an arm and a leg for them to like be treated, like, and you're like okay with it.
Well, the thing is, too, I watched an interview, because this was a couple of years ago when he did that. Mm-hmm. I watched an interview he did with, like, CNN or something like that.
Yeah.
And he explained it, like, the people weren't having to pay that much. It was their insurance companies having to pay that much. So he was making a bunch of money off the insurance companies, but they were still paying the price that it was. He just, like, he was trying to fuck over, like, the insurance.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you have AIDS and you don't have insurance, that's another thing.
Yeah, that is what people were mad about, because if they didn't have, like...
Because there are a lot of people.
If they didn't have good enough insurance or no insurance, then they were having to pay, like, full price.
Dumbass.
But insurance is so expensive, man.
It is. They make it that way.
It used to not be that way, though. It used to be, like, hospitals would charge you what it cost them to do it. So if it costs, like, $400 to do an operation, they would charge the $400 and then put a little on top so they would make money. So you would pay, like, $500 total.
It's like natural selection, but with money. Because if you can't afford it, you fucking die.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's such a racket, though.
Yeah, I gotta wake up with, like, cancer tomorrow because anybody can just get cancer.
That's so wild, man.
I know. I can just wake up with cancer tomorrow. I don't have health insurance. I just walk up in there. They're like, it's gonna be like $1,000 for radiation. Don't have that shit.
Is it still illegal to not have health insurance? Because I know that was like a thing when Obama was in office. He like you got fined or something.
That's the only thing that Donald Trump has done for the poor people. I'm just saying.
Speaking of Donald Trump, I was hanging out with a couple of my friends yesterday, and I forgot what we were talking about, but someone said something about Donald Trump, and I was like, oh, he was like, the United States has never been more united, like, because everybody is just like, they hate Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, Donald Trump is like America's second 9/11. and I think that is a fair statement, though, I think.
It is.
Because, 9/11, everyone was like together. Everyone was like pissed off. And now everyone's together again and pissed off.
I don't know, there's a lot of people that think he's like Jesus or something. Like he's the second coming.
Yeah, I mean, you'll always have, like, the far right and the far left, but, like, everybody in the middle is just like, maybe this guy.
I like how people try to, like, point the finger at politicians, like, oh, you think Donald Trump's bad? Well, look what Hillary did. Look what Obama did. Who gives a fuck? They're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
They're doing shit that questions America's integrity, and you're just wanting to point the finger?
Yeah.
That just makes us look weak. Because we can't agree that these people are pieces of shit.
Yeah, they've always been that way too.
They have been.
There's, like, the only president that wasn't like affected by that was George Washington, and that's because he had no one to like compare himself to.
Exactly.
So he was like, yeah, I literally have nothing to go on, so we're just gonna do this.
Yeah.
And everybody just kind of went with it because they were like, well, I mean,
what can you do?
Okay. Which I don't know. I guess like the first like probably 17 or 18 presidents, they were all like,
Yeah.
they were all really good to an extent. Like they all had strengths because it was so, like, we were so young as a country that everything they did, like most of what they did would like benefit the country. But then after that, they started like,
dude, half of it isn't even relevant anymore.
yeah, that's the thing.
Like the Declaration of Independence, I mean, I get it. People like try to suck its dick or whatever, but it's really not relevant to today's society. It's really not.
Well, yeah, because I mean, doesn't it around that time? It says all men are created equal.
Yeah.
But at that time, they had what was it like the?
Well, for one thing, Thomas Jefferson owned slaves and would fuck them.
Yeah, what was that?
That's an issue.
What was that rule? The 2/3 compromise or something, where like black people only counted as like 1/3 or 2/3 of a person. So I mean, they were writing that like all men are created equal, and like Thomas Jefferson just looks around. He's like, you guys know what I mean.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Like, I mean, that's what it was though. Like, because it was either like 1/3 or 2/3. So it was like, yeah, like 2 or 3 black people would have to vote to make one vote.
Yeah. This is how much Europe sucks, though. Since we're talking about this. Okay. All right. Europe sucks so bad that the most European, the Irish and the Scottish, wanted to separate from fucking Europe. They had like wars about this shit. They were like, I don't want you representing me. You're a bunch of fucking losers. But I'm not leaving. You're going to have to fight me.
And then the potato famine happened.
Yeah, and they came over here and started fucking. Now I'm here.
That's it's one of my favorite jokes. It's so like dumb, but I like it. It's how many potatoes does it take to kill an Irishman? None.
None. Absolutely none.
And it's wild too because like the potato famine like killed a bunch of people.
It sure did. Which is crazy to think of. They were living on potatoes, bro.
No, they were living off alcohol from potatoes.
That's a good point, too. They're like, well, we can drink, we can survive, which is kind of true sometimes.
And then they couldn't drink, so they'd
fucking died, bro. I drink, and sometimes I feel like I'm going to die until after I drink. That's not alcoholism. That is just anxiety.
I can quit anytime I want.
Yeah, man.
That is, I'm not an alcoholic, said every alcoholic ever.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't need it when I wake up. God, if I tried to drink right now, I would die.
Well, yeah, but you also drank last night, too.
Heavily, but that doesn't matter to an alcoholic. They're like, where's my Jack?
Papa needs his medicine.
Fucking sweating Papa needs his medicine. Where to go? I just picture somebody in sweats, like, and they're fucking sweating. Like, you're sweating in sweats, which makes sense, but you're not doing anything but laying there.
God, speaking of sweat, though, that is the worst. Like, someone who drinks, like, a lot of beer and then starts sweating.
Oh, God,
dude,
yeah.
They smell so bad.
Well, that's because the alcohol's seeping through their pores.
Yeah, they just smell like yeast. They just smell like old pizza dough.
Where the fuck is all this bread coming from? That's Brandon. Oh, that's Brandon. Why do you smell like Domino's?
Yeah, dude, it's... I can say, though, where I used to work at Pizza Plus, dude, I had, like, shorts that I bought to work in there. Dude, they were fucking ruined by the time that I got done working there.
Don't know.
Because they just smelled so bad, and they had just grease stains just all over them.
Well, I mean, when you're making pizza the way it ought to be.
You gotta get dirty.
I hate that slogan, though.
What?
Pizza the way it ought to be.
Whose slogan is that?
Pizza Plus.
No, it's not.
Pizza the way it ought to be. Pizza Plus.
No, it's the very best pizza. Pizza Plus.
Nah, bro. They changed it. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Like recently?
No, this is like 6 years ago.
I was working for them 6 years ago.
Then you should.
I don't remember that. I do remember the original like little jingle, like the very best pizza.
Oh, you're
Pizza
right.
Plus. They paid a dude like $3,000 to write that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not true.
And then they took out. Then they even took out that first part, the very best pizza, and just made it Pizza Plus, and that was the whole jingle. And he got paid $3,000 for that.
I'm done.
He got paid $1,000 a syllable.
Maybe we need to start writing jingles, bro.
We totally should. Dude, you make a lot of money doing jingles.
I know. That episode of Bob's Burgers where Gene starts dating that chick.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to, but then he finds out that her dad's like a jingle writer.
Oh, yeah, and he owns, like, all those instruments.
Yeah.
And what's even funnier is they call back to that, like, 3 seasons later after they've, like, broken up because Gene starts hanging out with that girl again. But it's not to, like, date her or anything. They just, like, honestly are hanging out and being friends. And, like, her dad is, like, real skeptical about it. And Gene's like, I promise I'm not trying to get to your music room this time. Like...
Swear to God. That was just a one-time thing.
Well, it's like a Full House. That's what was it? Joey and... What was,
The other guy.
What was the other dude? Not Danny Tanner, but,
Yeah, the other guy. The blonde dude.
No, that was Joey.
I thought Uncle Joey was John Stamos.
No. God, what was his name on that show? Jesse.
No, yeah, Uncle Jesse, sorry.
Jesse and Joey. And that's what they ended up doing, like, in the later seasons. That was their job. They wrote, like, jingles.
Dude, that would be so much fun to make money off of.
That show was so stupid. I remember really liking it, like, when I was young, though. But then, like, as I got older, I was like, dude, the jokes are, like, so...
cheesy.
Corny. Yeah, like... and each episode is just, like, there's the one right before it ends that, like, teaches you a life lesson.
Yeah. Everywhere you look.
That's a catchy song, though.
I know.
When you're lost out there and you're all alone, light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I'm scared. Full House.
Yeah, like, have you seen the edits? There's a guy on YouTube that does, like, edits, and, like, every episode he takes, like, the part where... Because each episode was the same, like, something would happen, and one of the characters would be mad at the others. And he calls it Sad Full House.
Sad.
And he just takes the one part where everybody's mad at each other. And so he, like, plays the intro song. Like, the one I remember the most was, the episode was so dumb anyway. Do you remember the episode where the daughter, Stephanie, like, drives Joey's car through the kitchen?
Not at all, but...
Okay, well, that really happened. And, like, the dad, Danny Tanner, he's, like, super pissed. And he, like, sits her down on her bed. He's like, Stephanie... So, like, okay, so the sad Full House thing, it starts out with the intro. It shows her driving the car through the kitchen, and then it shows her in her bedroom, and, like, Danny is talking to her, and he's like, you could have died. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done. And then it just goes to the outro.
This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
That's all it said. And then it just goes to the outro, the everywhere you look, and then it just rolls the credits.
Next week she gets pregnant. This is the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, none of them ever...
we already have a Full House.
Yeah. Yeah, the premise of that show was, like, a good idea. It's like, all right, single dad, wife dies in a car wreck, and he has his 2 best friends move in with him to help raise the kids. All right, that's a good premise. And the first, like, 2 seasons are actually, like, really funny because they were trying to, like, stay on the air.
They're trying to be funny.
but then it just got so stupid.
That's the hardest part about being a comedian. I'm not even a comedian. Like I don't perform. You know, I haven't performed yet. But
You've talked about it though.
I have.
Like you need to, man.
I know.
I don't think I could do it.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could. I would just have to like write some material.
All you gotta do is tell terrible stories.
I don't think there's more to it than that. Like you gotta like practice the delivery, and you have to be really good at like telling the story too.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get some food.
Let's do it.
So which way did you say I need
You're
to
gonna
go?
pull out and take a left. That way.
All right. Well, this is the first, everybody. We are driving during the podcast.
I'm scared. Never drove before.
Never driven?
No. Never driven. Never driven. I'm far beyond driven. Hashtag Pantera.
All right.
I don't know, man. I was thinking, last night I was getting real drunk. And, I drink a lot. I really do. I don't like, I don't drink every day, whatever, but I'll drink. I feel like I just need to lay down the sauce, bro.
Lay down the sauce.
Yeah.
You can get lost in the sauce.
You can get lost in the sauce. That's the scary part. Like,
Who said that? Was it Gucci Mane?
I think so.
He was like, yeah, you gotta have the sauce, but you can also get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Like,
I don't know, man. I'll come back. I want to, like, get my life together and actually have, like, a routine,
of drinking?
Of life.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't have a routine on anything.
I don't either, man. I don't think anybody does until they're like 40. And then they're like, all right, maybe I need to get a grip.
I just want to be successful, man.
I think people measure success so differently. So it doesn't, your success might not be what I consider success. And mine might not be what you would consider it. So what do you want? Like,
I want to be an entertainer.
Okay.
Everybody wants to be an entertainer or whatever. Everybody wants to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I just want to entertain people and get paid for it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but that's
so,
like...
So you want to be famous?
Well, yeah. I guess. But, like, even a jingle writers aren't famous. Like, nobody knows who they are.
But you're entertaining people and you get paid for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, just even something like that, a radio announcer, just something fucking, like, not soul-crushing. Something I actually enjoy doing.
I think working on the radio would be kind of cool.
It would be amazing. It would be so much fun.
Like, even just working at a radio station, not even being on the radio,
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Just, I don't know, man. They really gotta... It just puts it into perspective, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. Because 20-something-year-old people usually waste a lot of time. Anyway.
Yeah, it just happens.
Exactly.
That's just how it goes.
Then by the time you're 30, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's not till you're like 40 when people are like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm doing.
With my life.
Yeah.
With my life. Like, yeah.
So am I going the right way?
You are, sir.
All right.
You're going to come to a stop sign, you're going to take a left. Unless you want to go to Sheetz, then you'll take a right.
And no, I don't want Sheetz.
I don't really like Sheetz either. I know a lot of people love Sheetz. They're like, it's like a gas station, and you get food. And I'm like, so like a gas station.
Yeah, people just hype it up too much.
They do. It sucks. It's like, how many times can you deep fry cheese and then call it something different? We've got cheese balls deep fried. We've got cheese squares deep fried.
I do love deep fried cheese, though.
Me too. I like mozzarella.
Dude, mozzarella sticks. Have you had the mozzarella sticks from Sonic?
That's why I vomited yesterday, but not from Sonic.
Mozzarella sticks.
I love mozzarella sticks from Sonic, by the way.
Dude, they're so good. And, like, their marinara sauce is, like, the best that I've ever tasted.
It's not too tangy. Not too...
Unless, like, Eric made some, then it would probably be better because he's Italian.
I have to imagine that Eric's a mean cook. He always talks about how he was, like,
Yeah, he like owned a restaurant, or his family owned a restaurant or something in New York.
Oh, he was definitely a good cook.
Yeah, like that's what he did. He was a cook for them.
It's hard to impress New Yorkians.
Yeah.
Ever. If you're gonna have an independent restaurant in New York, you better be fucking good.
Yeah, like I don't know. I imagine that he would cook really well, but
That's a stereotype.
But he never. But he's Italian.
I know.
So I mean, I can't not think that he could whip up a mean bowl of spaghetti.
Yeah, right.
Like,
ravioli, give me the formuoli.
no, that's like. I was talking to Tim one day about something, and he like
This is gonna be good.
He made a joke that he would get Eric's family to like take him out, like take somebody out, and I was like, are you like stereotyping him because he's Italian? He's like, no dude, I know that's a stereotype, but he has said himself that he knows he has ties to like mob bosses. It's like he doesn't use them, but he could get his way around.
He could make it happen.
He could get in contact with people.
We need to talk to Eric more.
Who do you want to take out?
I don't know yet.
I was gonna say.
I'm sure that there's like some people that I can think of. You just
See,
have
that's-
to give me like an hour.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think I could ever do it. Like,
Oh, like send a hit out on someone or kill someone.
both.
Well,
For one, you know, because I'm poor, I couldn't afford a hit.
yeah, right.
And
Me
for
either.
two, I couldn't do it because I'm a pussy and I would not last in jail.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But if somebody was like threatening your life, right? And they're like coming at you, would you defend yourself?
Oh, I would defend myself. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was about to say,
I would
join
never
them.
kill. I would never kill somebody if it wasn't an accident or in self-defense.
Right, I don't think I could kill someone either.
Like,
just
I
for
could-
the fucking sake of it, you know?
Yeah, I couldn't just take somebody's life. Like, I've been real pissed at people before.
Yeah.
But I have never jumped to, I'm gonna kill them.
Me either. like I've never been like, I'll stab this fucking guy.
Yeah, I'll hurt them.
No,
I've
I'll whip your fucking ass.
I've thought about just like punching people before. Like, man, I'm just gonna
I
punch
have
you
just punched people before.
right in, just a swift kick to the teeth is what.
Also been punched. That shit's not fun. That's why I don't understand
not
people.
fun.
People are like, there are people out there that brag about fighting and stuff, and it's like, why are you doing this? It's
Dude,
not
there's people that do that for their job.
I know, but they deserve to brag about it because they're athletes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but still, I don't know. Like, I think it's cool watching it because it's like, oh, two dudes beating each other's ass. But like, I don't get the appeal to actually do it.
Okay. So let me explain. I'm okay when it comes to like you can take. Wait, where are we going? First of
No,
all,
it doesn't matter.
let's see. There's a Wendy's right there, but you'd have to get in the right lane. I'd go ahead and get in the right lane anyway because you're gonna want to take a right up here. So, but anyway,
Are we at exit 7?
We sure are.
Oh my god, I did not realize you lived this close to exit 7.
yeah. But my dad taught me how to like box at an early age. Like I learned how to do that shit,
Yeah.
and I would always practice that stuff. Now, you get somebody that has no training whatsoever and put them up against somebody that even has a little training.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, the other dude's gonna get fucked up because he just knows what he knows. He's never
Yeah.
been shown anything before, right? But
Because, I mean, there's a lot of techniques that go into it.
you also have to take into consideration person's size. Like if I had like a 300-pound dude and he was like talking shit to me, I'd probably just pick something up and beat the fuck out of him with it because I do not want him landing a punch on me, dude.
Yeah.
He's got too much force behind him. It doesn't matter if he's fat or muscular. Like if he hits you, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, like, people try to glorify that shit. It's just like, dude, it's violence. That's what separates us from the apes. But we keep doing it.
I don't know if I want. I don't know. I could probably do Taco Bell, but I don't know if I want to chance it.
I mean, it is delicious.
And it's so cheap.
I know. Cookhouse cheap too, but they kind of suck over here. I wouldn't go there.
Where is the Taco Bell over here?
If anybody, right there.
Oh. Oh, look at me.
If anybody's listening that works at Cookout, you guys need to shape up. You fucking suck.
Just the one at Exit 7, though. The one in Johnson City is really good.
Oh, I guarantee that, because they're not a shithole city with shithole people that do shithole drugs.
Ooh. Johnson City's got its share.
Oh, yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong. It's a big city. It's a bigger city than Bristol, too.
All right. I have no idea what I want.
Hi, how are you?
Doing pretty good.
Good. What can I get for you today, dear?
Give me just 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea. Are you getting anything?
No.
All right. Doing it solo.
There you go, sweetie. $4.29 to change. Thank you, guys. It should be out here shortly, okay?
I thought she was talking to me. All right. Can I get one of the beefy 5-layer burritos and 2 beefy mini quesadillas?
Sure thing, honey. I got a 5-layer burrito, 2 beefy mini quesadillas. What else for you today?
That'll be all.
Do you need any drinks, desserts, or sauces?
Fire sauce.
Sure thing, dear. It's going to be $4.82 forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See what I'm talking about? So fucking cheap.
Exactly.
Just, I don't know, man. I don't see how they can afford to make it so cheap. Because it's not real
Soy,
food.
bro.
Because it's not real food.
It's soy. I like a Firebird, bro.
Do you?
Yeah. I like anything Pontiac has to offer, really. Unless it's like one of their shittier cars, you know? But even their G5, like my sister had a G5, it's that yellow car in the driveway.
Yeah.
Gets up and goes so fucking fast. It's so crazy. And you just barely have to tap the gas, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It'll fucking just fly. I guarantee that thing in front of us flies.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I have no doubt.
I want a Ford Thunderbird, though. Those are hard to find.
Especially around here.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I guess it's hard to find any kind of, like, luxury car around here. Or, like, any kind of, like, souped-up car. Unless you do it yourself. Because there's enough assholes running around here with those souped-up, like, 95 Honda Civics.
I have a 95 Honda Civic.
Do you?
No.
I was going to say, we need to soup it up, man. You know the type of people I hate more than anybody else?
Yeah, what? Who?
Car sluts.
Yeah, me too. They like post pictures half naked on top of cars they don't even drive.
Yup.
Slutty.
They hang around at all the car mates. And
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like... And they just fuck everybody. Like...
No, I didn't know that was what was going on.
Yeah, they fuck everybody. It's like a big orgy. When those car mates are just like fronts for orgies.
Cool. In our own city. Sorry.
Anywhere, dude. Car meets happen anywhere.
Do you want to come check out my Honda? I don't know, man. You want to come check out my Mazda? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. You want to put my dick in your mouth?
Yeah.
Like, that's
$4.82, sir. Thank you.
that's what it leads to.
Every time.
I hope she didn't hear that.
I hope she did.
You want
You want to I don't know, man. Let me think about it.
That's how. That's a guaranteed pickup line for anybody that wants to use that.
Yeah.
Just walk up to anyone.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You as well.
Oh, that was so quick. I hope they got the order right. Dude, you know, I hate, because of where I've worked in food before,
Yeah.
I hate when people get the order wrong. Like, say I get a burger with no onions and they put onions on it. Like, that's not a big deal. Like, okay, they overlooked it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But to give me the wrong fucking food.
Right, all together.
Yeah.
See, white cheddar bites. But anyway.
Yeah, because I went to McDonald's the other day and I got a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Delicious.
They gave me a fucking like chicken sandwich, and I didn't realize it until I got home, and I was like, well, I'll eat it because I'm already home, but I'm still pissed. And because I wanted a burger, I didn't want fucking chicken.
Right.
I'm not big on chicken sandwiches.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like I have to really be in the mood for it. It's why everybody's just like, oh, bro, we should go to Chick-fil-A. And I'm like,
That's always, there are one of two places that Tim would always take me.
Shoney's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. And I was just, I mean, at first it was fun going to lunch with somebody, but, sometimes you just want to be a fucking alone.
Yeah, I go to lunch, and I do the same thing every day. Sit in my car, smoke cigarettes, drink coffee, and usually listen to music. And contemplate whether I want to go home or not.
I just have I have a theory about average Joe jobs that they try to make you feel stuck. That way you never try to do better for yourself.
Yeah.
That's just because, the way it's set up, they try to make it sound like it's life or death all the time.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't even fucking matter in the grand scheme of things. I mean, that sounds terrible, but what's up, dog?
Did he wave at you?
No, they were just talking shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I need to go left.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure. You live so far back from everything. I'm not sure which way I need to go. How could you tell they were talking shit?
They were just looking at us laughing.
Oh.
So I figured. So I was just like, what's up, dog?
You just assumed.
Yeah, I do that
They were
sometimes.
talking shit.
It starts friendships sometimes.
What, talking shit?
No, if you if you suspect somebody's talking shit, and then you're like, yo, what's up? And they're like, actually cool.
Oh, gotcha.
That's happened to me a couple of times in my life.
Because they weren't talking shit.
Exactly, they were just being people.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
I'm only getting that left lane there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me.
Sorry, dog. I'm like, this place is weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
I feel like whoever made these roads was on acid.
I think so. But
I've done acid and it looks like this.
I like driving here better than Johnson City though.
Me too. That's even worse.
Yeah, Johnson City is just
people trying to stab you and shit. You cut me off. I don't think you know the definition of cut off.
It means you can't drink anymore.
You were in front of me, you fucker.
Yeah, I think I don't know, it's just everybody in Johnson City just doesn't know how to drive. It's their first time ever driving is that day.
Apparently if you go to Asheville or North Carolina, it's 10 times worse.
It is. They've got a guitar center in Asheville. Dude, it sucked going there. It sucked going there. The store itself was awesome, but it sucked going there. And it sucked coming back. Because I went with my friend Hunter and his friend Aaron. I went with them. And we stopped at some restaurant on the way back. Dude, that is the best potato salad I have ever had.
Really?
I don't know what the name of that restaurant was. It was just a hole-in-the-wall place, but they had the most bomb-ass potato salad I have ever had.
I like potatoes. I don't like potato salad.
You don't like potato salad?
No, I also thought I
dude.
would like chicken salad, but I fucking hate it.
Chicken salad's good if they make it right. Some people try to put grapes and shit in it.
It's just too cut up for me, and there's too much mayonnaise most of the time. Get over here.
If I can.
No, you totally can.
Too cut up?
Yeah, it just feels okay.
Oh, shredded?
Yeah,
you don't like shredded meat?
Well, I like shredded meat, but whenever it's held together by clumps of mayonnaise and...
Oh, it's the best.
Oh my god, what? Oh my
Dude,
god.
I like mayonnaise though, to an extent. I only eat it on sandwiches and burgers though.
Me too.
I don't put it on anything else.
Yeah, me either.
But I will get, every time I go to Pal's, if I get a big Pal, I get extra mayonnaise on it.
I don't blame you.
Dude, if you don't already do that, you totally should.
Oh, I will, because Pal's makes probably one of the best burgers around here, in my opinion. Until you
They
go to
do, man.
the burger bar or something.
I know the people that own the burger bar.
Do you?
Yeah.
They're probably awesome because their restaurant's awesome.
Yeah, They're really nice.
My friend Andrew Deal used to work there. I remember this, never.
What?
I said, my friend Andrew Deal used to work there, and then I was like,
Yeah, that's Abby's brother, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like their uncle that owns it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's, well, he owns it now. Like, he's owned it for a while, but yeah, it, because they, like, bought it and, like, renovated it.
I haven't talked to Andrew in years, but let me tell you something.
Okay.
I saw him twice. Once in 2011 and once in 2017.
Okay.
In 2011, he was like a fucking, you know, he was a hefty guy, but he wasn't like huge, you know?
Yeah.
I saw him in like, you know, 2017.
Yeah.
And apparently he started doing CrossFit. He looked like a fucking monster. I was like, you same guy?
Doing CrossFit.
Yeah.
I hate people that do CrossFit.
The thing about CrossFit is
because they never shut the fuck up about it. It's like, what is it? An atheist, a vegan, and a CrossFitter walked into a bar. The only reason I know is because they told everybody within the first 2 minutes.
Well, I'm an atheist, so I spilled coffee all over my pants. It's okay, though.
Just now? Oh, dude. Looks like you pissed yourself.
I did.
In
fear.
The coffee's the lie.
Yeah,
I spilled the coffee, which in turn made me piss myself because I thought it was going to be hot.
I remember way back in the day, you used to wave at construction workers and they'd wave back at you. But I've stopped waving at construction workers because every time I have, the past 3 times, they're like...
Have you driven past that shit that they're doing on 126?
No.
Oh my god. It's so...
Stupid.
I don't know what they're doing. They're putting like some kind of pipe like along the road, like a drain pipe
Sweet.
thing. And I don't know, like they have the dumbest people that work for them directing the traffic. Because it's so shitty. They're just like, well, we'll let this car go. Instead of just having like the whole lane go and get it cleared out, they have like 5 cars go, and then they'll have 5 cars from the opposite lane go.
Because that's effective.
Instead of just having like, all right, we have 12 cars, we'll just let them all go, and then let the other lane go. But they don't do that. And so I started, because the way I come to work, I have to.
Right.
The way I come to work, I have to go down Carden Hollow.
Yeah.
And so I come out at 126, and that's where, like, they were doing the work.
Right.
So right before you get to 126, off of Carden Hollow, you can turn right on the Old Stage Trail. So I started going that way and, like, going around, like, the roadblock. Well, then eventually, you know, they're working their way down 126. So eventually they got to, you know, I didn't even think about it. I just went down Old Stage Trail, and I pulled, I went left, and I come up right at, like, where they're doing the construction. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Here we go.
Dude, I sat there for, like, 20 minutes at that stop sign.
A year later.
Just waiting for them to be like, oh, you can go. I was like, why can you not just, like, let me pull out before you let the oncoming lane go?
Like I said.
Like,
Molly.
I don't think that was it.
They do a lot of drugs.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
It's a generalized thing,
Sullivan
but...
County, what do they call it? Highway Department.
Yeah. I know a lot of, like, construction people, and they dig their drugs, man.
They dig their drugs. What is their drug of choice? What do they use the most?
Usually it's pain pills, from what I've noticed. I know that's, once again, like a stereotype, but...
I can see that. That's what everybody around here does, fucking pills.
Well, like, every time that I've met a construction worker, they've either been, like, really, really, really clean, trying to provide for their family, or they've just been trying to make money so they could score some blow or something. Like, I'm just saying, that's why I never did construction, because I was like, you might become a drug addict.
Yeah, the chances become higher whenever you get into, like, the highway department or construction or something.
Yeah. Like, Even this woman I know worked for the water company, of all places, and she ended up getting addicted to drugs.
Well, what kind of work was she doing for the water company? Was it like actual, like going out and like fixing, like?
No, it's like financing.
Oh, what?
Yeah, right. But she would hang out with all these guys. These guys would come by that were like actually working for the water department or whatever.
Okay.
And they would talk. And I guess one day they were like, "Here, take one of these."
And she was like, "I like that shit."
Yeah. It just kept coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the appeal.
Me either. It's just like a fucking cycle, bro.
Yeah.
You run yourself into a circle.
Yeah, no one wants that. That's the thing too. Like, a lot of drug addicts don't mean to become addicts.
Exactly, it just happens.
That's why they do all the DARE programs and stuff when we're in school.
You know, I think the fucked up part about it is the most, though, when this world was created by whoever or whatever created it, or if it was just the Big Bang or what have you, who knows? You can't tell me because you haven't died. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, there were plenty of natural drugs put on the earth, bro.
Yeah.
You got like ayahuasca, DMT, marijuana, mushrooms. Like, there's plenty of stuff just from the earth, bro.
That's true.
And people are like, we need to make something hard.
And fast.
Yeah, and fast.
All right. Dude, these things are so good to be $1.
Dude.
What'd you get from Wendy's? 4 for $4?
We got a double baconator.
Ooh,
And fries.
fancy.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I miss Christmas, man.
Me too. Me too. I like
Everybody's
Christmas
in a
too.
better mood.
Well, yeah. Holidays.
I wish that it was like that it actually snowed on Christmas, though.
Yeah, me too. I can't remember the last time that happened, to be honest. I think it was like 2009.
Did it do it then?
Yeah, because I remember being outside with my friend. And, you know, we were just getting fucked up. Like, in the snow, and it was awesome.
And on Christmas.
And on Christmas. I'm so excited that it's Monday tomorrow.
I'm not.
I know. I was just
Well,
joking.
actually, I will be late to work tomorrow and Tuesday.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know what time I'll be there.
I'll watch these dogs on my day off and screw around.
Whose dog is it? Is it that guy's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you tell him you weren't able to do it on
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Did he find somebody else?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything yet, so probably not.
All right.
But whatever. I mean, you know, it's one of those things.
Well, like I said, I mean, you can drive back here on your lunch. You'll have time.
Probably won't do that, though.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackie suggested that, too, and I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. But in my head, I was like, that's stupid. It's just like a waste of my time.
Yeah, because if I come back home, I'm going to want to stay.
Exactly. It's just a waste of my time. That's why I tried to get the day off, because, you know, it's like you're the only one that gives a shit about your time. You know what I mean?
Did she say the same thing? It's because Eric was on vacation?
No, she tried to tell me like a client was coming, which I guess they are, but
I thought it was next week.
they always come. Just saying. I don't even know why we talk to these people, because half the time we make decisions without even including them.
I think they're the ones that make the decisions, then it just like comes down to us.
Well, I mean, like the handle time. That was not us.
Oh. I'm like,
Like, you know what I mean?
The handle time goal.
Yeah, for fucking FOC, of all places. I mean, shit. It's too late fucking now.
Yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to have an opinion about this?
I don't think we can.
Well, never mind then.
Yeah, it's like a conflict thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, conflict of interest.
Yeah.
That was awkward. I felt wrong as soon as I did it.
I'm glad you called it though. You were just like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Now it's out.
Well, fuck. You might be able to cut this out.
I haven't like fucked around with it to try and edit. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know if it gives the option to like trim it or not.
I gotta be honest with you. I forgot we were being recorded.
Oh, well.
I was just talking to you.
I mean, I can try and cut it out. If not, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could, really do anything about it.
I was gonna say, I don't think anything is like gonna happen from it.
Nah.
But
People won't even be listening this long into it.
yeah, what are we like 55 minutes?
Yeah, it's like our second podcast. I don't think anybody ever listens to the whole thing.
Only when we get huge.
Yeah, then we start picking it up.
So everybody that does listen, the first one has like 50 views.
Hell yeah. That's more like it.
Did you take it down off of Facebook?
I did, but then I put it back up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what'd you take it down for?
I put it back up.
Oh.
I took it down because it got like 20 seconds in, and I guess it's just the way my phone uploaded it. Not 20 seconds, but like a couple minutes in, it just started being weird, like cutting and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
But then I reposted it, and it was fine.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, cause you had posted it, and that's what like surged it. It like got a lot of views like after you posted it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should definitely.
You know what I hate the most though?
What?
When people are like, okay, so I did that rap video thing.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious.
And they were people were like, man, I can't wait for more content from you. That's going to be great. And then I sent him this podcast. Nothing.
They didn't say anything?
I've gotten like, Danny Kelly's told me it was funny.
Roberta liked it.
Yeah, Roberta. My girlfriend.
I've told people to listen to it.
It's just going to take time.
I told Eric to listen to it because where he's going on vacation, I was like, dude, it's an hour. It'll kill some time. Check it out. And he was like, I might.
I might.
I told Thomas to listen to it. I found the video Thomas was talking
Me
about.
too. Guy on a buffalo.
It was really funny. I give him credit. Like, just.
I sent it to you. I remember sending it to you.
Yeah, I found it Thursday or Friday night. I can't remember which one, but I found it and I was like, all right, Thomas, that was funny. I appreciate that.
Fucking Indian. Like, shoots him or whatever, and then he's like, you don't mess with a guy on a buffalo.
Dude, yeah. For anyone that hasn't seen that video, watch it. Just type in guy on a buffalo on YouTube. It's multiple episodes. There's like... It's from a movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, from 1978. It's called Buffalo Rider.
Of course it is. Of course it's called Buffalo Rider.
Yeah, dude, like, it was funny, though. Like, like I think, because Thomas even said, he's like, I'm explaining it, like, real shitty. Like, you just have to watch it. I promise it's funny. Because when he was explaining it, I was like, I don't get it. Like, what do you...
It's not as funny as it sounds.
And he was like, no, trust me, like, I just don't know how to explain it. It's real funny. And it was. I watched it. I appreciated it.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that right now.
I got that Sunday evening feeling, and it's only Sunday afternoon.
Well, I just know I'm going to have to talk to a bunch of people that don't really give a shit about, like, their metrics.
Yeah.
It's going to piss me off. Because, like, I think the hardest part about being held accountable for somebody else's work is the fact that nobody's really passionate about that. You know what I mean? They're just there for a paycheck.
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of just there for a paycheck, too.
Well, yeah, I think everybody's at work for a paycheck. But, I mean, like, you know what I mean? You got to be passionate about your work, or you're just going to...
Yeah, I mean, like, I take it seriously. Like, when I'm there, like, I'm going to do what I need to do.
Exactly. But then you got people that try to, like, it's like they just drag you down. Like, the entire time. Like, CD. shit.
Oh.
Yeah. People like that just don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah, good old compact disc.
yeah.
Just not. Yeah.
Showing up like 5 hours after your shift starts, and for whatever reason, I can't fire you. Like, every day she does it. And I'm just like, we've been here all fucking day.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't see how people don't, like, to an extent. You know? Like, how do you just show up whenever you want and then not do, like...
A satisfactory job.
Yeah. Like, you don't even have to do, like, anything crazy.
Yeah, it's not a hard project to work in.
Like, you can do the bare minimum and get by. There's people that do it every day.
I did it, and look where I'm at there.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that do the bare minimum every day. There's people that do less than the bare minimum.
You know the weirdest thing about these promotions that I've gotten?
What? Nice.
I was always told to apply for them. I never wanted to. They're like, trust me, man, you'll love it. You know, I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I guess I'll just fill out for this. And they're like, well, we think you're the best for the job. And I'm like, all right.
Do you love it? Do you like it better than being an agent?
I do.
Because I sure as hell do.
I do. I'm not saying, my job isn't bad, man. I like my job.
Yeah.
It can just be kind of frustrating sometimes. But what job can't?
Yeah, I mean, even like part-time jobs or like minimum wage jobs, they have their drawbacks too.
Oh, they absolutely suck.
Like every job, no matter what you have, is gonna have like the days where you're just like, I fucking hate this.
Why are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I wish I could just find a way to like make money and not have to do anything to make the money.
Yeah. So, well, passion, man. Gotta find what you're passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, if you like what you're doing, it's not really a job.
And just keep doing that until somebody's like, oh, wow. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
It's the only way you're gonna be able to do it these days. I mean, the internet's like the only... Dude, we could get some... Yeah. See what I'm saying? All we gotta do is post this shit everywhere.
Where are we gonna post it?
Facebook, Reddit.
Gonna post it on Reddit?
We could. Do you have Reddit?
I do not.
I don't either.
I go on it a lot, but I've never like actually posted anything. I just read other people's shit.
Twitter. I have a Twitter.
I have a Twitter that I do not use.
You start using it and post this.
Post this?
Yeah, because I'm going to post it too.
I think I only have like 50 followers.
Same.
And they're all people that also are friends with me on Facebook, so...
Well, I have like a bunch of random people too. On my
Oh, do
Twitter.
you?
Yeah, so I mean like...
Are you like a cam girl?
No, I
Twitter?
wish. I'd probably have more money.
Dude, we would both have more money. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, so I'm not trying to be derogatory, but if you have tits...
You can do so little and make
so much.
money.
like, I'm just saying, like, all you got to do is throw your morals out the window because they really don't matter anyway.
Yep.
Well, like, you just got to come to terms with that, and then boom, you're gonna be like a millionaire.
Yeah, there's not a big market for like dicks.
There really isn't.
I can't just film myself
Jerking it.
and like put it on the internet and like have a good response. What?
Get in so much trouble, bro. For some reason, whenever a dick gets involved, there's always like sexual assault allegations. And...
Oh, who's that guy that was on, what was it? Was it Empire or Tower Records or something? One of those shows, the Jussie Smollett or whatever.
Yeah, I remember this guy.
Yeah, they dropped all the charges against him because he like filed a fake police report saying that he was attacked, but they dropped all the charges.
That's hilarious.
Like,
The justice system's so easy to manipulate. apparently.
If you're rich.
Well, yeah.
If you have money, yeah, but I mean, he's
like if
obviously...
we were to go to court for that, we'd be in jail.
Oh, no doubt. Because, I mean, it's either pay a bunch of money or suck that dude off and you'll go free.
They try to say this is the land of, like, opportunity and, like, equality and shit like that. Okay, well, if that were the case, look at your court system. That guy walks. Jesse Smollett walks.
Is that how you pronounce it? Smollett?
I guess so.
Smollett?
Smollett, something like that.
Smollett? I don't know.
But this guy
I didn't even know who he was at first. I knew he was, like, famous because, I mean, he wouldn't be in the news if it was just, like, a random dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They wrote his character out of the show, though. Like, I started reading about it when I heard that they dropped all the charges. They, like, wrote his character out of the show because of the controversy around it. So, I mean...
What can you do?
Well, it's like the Ryan Adams thing, where he's, like, in court right now because apparently... like a long time ago, well, not too long, but like 2006, 2007, he had like correspondence with this girl, and she sent him like a bunch of naked pictures.
Yeah.
And she came out like early this year, and she's like, yeah, I was like 15 when I did that, so he has child pornography. And so now, like...
It's not his fault.
So now, like, Columbia Records is like pulled his album that was supposed to get released next month. Actually, they pulled it until the investigation is over. And I mean, it's obviously, he's a guy and she's a girl, so he's obviously going to get prosecuted for it.
Yep.
But they did say they found that she had lied about her age while they were in correspondence, but they're still not going to like let that slide. You know, like, ignorance of the law doesn't make it right.
So, Cardi B said she used to
beat guys up
and rape them
and take their money.
Yeah, and I'm seeing memes from like these stupid fucking liberal idiots, these little puppet muppets. They're like, if you think Cardi B and Bill Cosby can be compared, you're what's wrong with this country.
But it can be.
They both did the same fucking thing. You're just too stupid to realize it.
Yeah, they just use different tactics. Like, Bill Cosby used drugs, Cardi B used her fists.
Oh, but you gotta understand, that's an attack on feminism when you do that. No, it isn't. It's humanity.
When a woman beats up a guy, that's an attack on feminism?
Yeah. People, like if you try to say that Bill Cosby and Cardi B's situation was pretty much the same, because it is.
Because it is, yeah. That's well, yeah.
There will be people.
I have so many opinions on all of this. Trevor made a good point the other day. He was like, how come guys can't wear tank tops to work? He's like, girls can as long as it covers their shoulder. You know, he's like, so I asked Aaron about that, the HR, and he was like, why can't guys do that? And Aaron was like, well, I don't really see the issue as long as it's not like cut out like down here. They're like, yeah, I mean, if it's like full shoulder coverage, she's like, I don't see the issue, but it can't happen because the way that the guidelines are written out that only women can wear that. And then Trevor was like, well, that's kind of sexist.
But if you say that,
it exists against men. People don't realize that.
See, that would be an attack on feminism for the liberal agenda.
Because guys can't wear tank tops at work?
Yeah, if you were to say that was sexist, there would be a woman that would be like, oh, you're just trying to attack feminism.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like divorce, the woman is 98% always going to get custody of the kids. Even if she's not, like, fit to have custody, she will always get custody. You know, there's a bunch of studies done that a lot of guys who get divorced who have children end up committing suicide because the woman will not let him have contact with the kids. Like, it's so shitty. Like, that's what people don't realize. Like, yeah, men face that shit too. Well, the funny thing though, going back to the Cardi B thing, I saw a meme the other day. You know how Tekashi 6ix9ine is like selling everybody out? Like,
yeah.
He's the one that sold out 21 Savage, saying he was British and stuff. It was like, it was a meme of him like in the courtroom, and it says that Tekashi 6ix9ine says, "I gave you guys Jussie Smollett. I gave y'all 21 Savage. I gave you Becky from Full House. Like, can I go now?" And it's like the judge says, "Well, you're still looking at like 20 plus years." And so Tekashi 6ix9ine like, "Y'all want to know how Cardi B used to make her money?"
Yeah. You know, the thing about it is, she's just annoying in general.
Yeah,
like if you watch her like talk about it, well, you don't understand how I had to make my money.
Oh,
Things were so difficult for me. I used to be a stripper. Fucking annoying ass. And people are like, she's so good. Ow. I hate that stupid fucking bitch.
no,
I thought I hated Nicki Minaj, but
it's like I said, Cardi B makes music for girls who think that yelling will make them win an argument.
well, the thing about it is, she has some hits.
That aren't good.
Well, they're kind of catchy.
Yeah, catchy doesn't equal good, though.
But her as a person, just a fucking slime ball. Like,
She's just annoying.
exactly.
Like, even if she hadn't, like, done all the shit that's coming out now, I'd still be like, dude, she's just so annoying.
Has anyone in their life ever told this bitch to shut up? Because I don't think they have. Like, she's too confident for someone that's stupid.
I don't know, man. Like, it's weird.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm down to the nasty part of the drink.
Oh. Yeah, and I don't have anything against liberals, though.
I don't have anything against anybody. There's dumb arguments from both sides.
Yeah, I think liberals and conservatives both suck. And, like, the fucking worst part of the country is that you have to choose between those two.
Yeah,
there are other choices.
There's never going to be, like, nothing other than the two-party system. And that's what sucks.
And I want to go back, because I have nothing against feminism either. But I do think we should eradicate that and teach about a sense of community.
Yeah.
Because we're all human beings. Doesn't matter if you have a dick or a vagina, you should be treated the same.
Yeah.
So we need to, like, fucking, you know, a sense of community would be better than feminism or radical Islam or any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, just teaching your people about community. We would be able to police the police, you know? Yeah, I know you're like, oh. And I'm just saying, like, if we had a sense of community and we understood community and we actually cared about one another, it's worked before. Like Greek civilization, before they went all crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
All civilizations do that, though, after a while, right? Like,
dude, that's the thing about police, man. Like, we talked about that last episode, though.
we did. I respect the cops, but I don't at the same time.
Yeah, like, it's such a love-hate relationship.
Right. Because there are some good cops out there. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, dude, it's just so fucked up.
It's weird over here. It's weird over here in the States.
On a lighter note, the Raconteurs are coming out with a new album this year.
Hell yeah.
As is The Who, actually, are coming out with a new album.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, so, you know, The Who is my favorite band of all time. And the bad thing about that, with them coming out with a new album, is the last one they came out with was called Endless Wire, and it was in like 2006, and like half of it was super good and the other half was just super shit. And so I'm hoping that this album is just, but that album had like 18 songs on it. Like, I'm hoping this one just has like 11 really solid songs, like just a real concise album, because I don't want another disappointment, because I know this will probably be the last one that they do.
Yeah.
And I don't want another disappointment. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna see who all's coming out with albums this year, because there's a lot coming out, actually. Did you hear, do you listen to Logic?
Not really the biggest fan, honestly.
His new album is not that bad, that Supermarket.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's odd. It's like alternative rock.
Really?
Instead of rap, yeah. Stuff coming out in April. Reba McEntire's coming out with a new album.
Whoop-de-doo. No.
Cage the Elephant.
Nice.
I don't know. I kind of fell off with them though. Like,
I only know like one album.
their first album was really good,
That's what I was
but then
talking about.
like everything after that, I could honestly do without.
I miss the Manchester Orchestra. That was a good band.
Yeah.
I've got friends in all the right places.
Rob Thomas is coming out with a new album,
Hell yeah.
and Ashley Tisdale is coming out with a new album.
Clinging to that 20-year ago thing.
I don't know, man. That new single she had, she says "fuck" in it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Vampire Weekend
Hell yeah.
coming out in May. The songs that they've released from that album so far are really good. And it's funny because I've never really been a big fan of Vampire Weekend. Like, I remember hearing their first like album or two and explicitly saying I don't like that.
I don't like that.
But I heard the single got released, Harmony Hall, and I was like, I'll check it out, dude. That song is so good. Dude, you need to check it out. It sounds like something that the Grateful Dead would have done.
Hell yeah. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I gotta pee.
Oh my god. Fine.
Fine. I got you.
Drinking water, trying to be healthy. I appreciate it though, man. Thank you.
Oh, do you not want it? It's all good if you don't. I
God,
understand.
I like water. It keeps me alive.
It keeps me alive. Some people say that they don't like the taste of water, and I'm like, so you want to die?
I don't understand how you don't like the taste of it because it has no taste.
I don't know, man. It's got like a crisp, you know.
It's just wet.
You just, you know what I mean?
It's
It's hard to explain.
Mac DeMarco's coming out with a new album.
Really?
If you're into Mac DeMarco. Fucking Whitesnake is coming out with a new album.
Neat. I can't wait.
Let's see who else
Fucking
we got.
hate Whitesnake, dude. Still, the knot was good. That shit was great, but then like everything, I like. Here I go again on my own.
I like that song.
I mean, I'll sing it. That's because it's played so much that I just know it by memory now.
Yeah, I like that song. I fuck with that song.
I fuck with that song, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You know who I can't stand?
Who?
Fucking Zac Efron.
That's an odd. Okay, why?
I was thinking about the whole Ted Bundy film that he's going to be in. It's either going to be really, really good or really, really bad.
Oh, what? He's not in the Ted Bundy film, is he?
Yeah, he's going to be Ted Bundy.
Oh, I thought it was that dude from American Horror Story.
Which is weird because Zac Efron looks like he's been chiseled out of stone, and Ted Bundy looked like a fucking creep. And everybody was like, Ted Bundy was so handsome.
I thought it was that guy from American Horror Story. Or is this a different
Definitely going to be Zac Efron. For sure.
thing? No. What's it called? What's the movie
I don't know,
called?
just look up Zac Efron, Ted Bundy. And you'll be like, holy shit.
Let's find out. Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie. Damn. What?
Right?
Yeah, why would they...
I mean, people...
Did he put on some weight for that role?
I doubt it.
Yeah, you're right.
The thing
He
about it
wouldn't do that.
is Ted Bundy wasn't even attractive, and people are always like, Ted Bundy was attractive.
Well, a lot of people back then that they say were attractive were not attractive.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, man. Like, if you look at, like, old pictures, a lot of people were not attractive.
I agree.
Hell Yeah is coming out with a new album in June.
They alright. I can't believe they're coming out with an album after Vinnie Paul died.
Yeah.
Probably got somebody to slap the skins for him.
Chance the Rapper is coming out with a new album.
I lost him after Acid Rap.
The couple singles he's released last year were pretty good. It just pisses me off, though, because he was like, yeah, I'm going to release a new album, and then he just released, like, 5 singles throughout the year.
He got way too preachy.
The 1975 coming out with a new album.
I can't even believe they're still together.
Fucking Cardi B coming out with a new album.
Of course she is. Is it called How to Rape Your Man?
It's TBD or
TBD?
TBA
TBA.
to be announced.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not the name of the album. Bastille is coming out with a new one. Aaron Lewis is coming out with a new one.
I hate him. I got like really drunk and sent him a direct message because I thought he'd read it because I was drunk.
Did he respond?
No, dude, because why would he? I'm like...
I sent that guy Derek Webb.
Yeah.
He says I sent him a message on Facebook and he responded. Yeah, drink that water.
He's actually good though, so he probably cares about his fans. No, the thing that pissed me off, Aaron Lewis will do these acoustic shows, and people will be talking or whatever,
And he won't use a mic. That's the thing. He won't use a mic. He'll just play his guitar and sing.
If you guys don't shut up, you're at a bar, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, did you see the video where he just walked off stage?
Yeah.
He's such an ass, dude.
Dude, there was one instance, and this is why I messaged him. I was drunk and I read that.
You're such an ass.
No, he walked out because these people weren't speaking English.
What?
Yeah, he was like, dude, if they aren't going to speak English, I'm out.
It's 2019, bro. You can't do that.
So then I sent him this message, and I was like, you're exactly what's wrong with this fucking country. Fuck you. I remember that's exactly.
That might be why he didn't respond.
You're exactly what's wrong with this country.
Carly Rae Jepsen is coming out with a new album.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like her music, but I thought she was really attractive when she first came out. But she's 34.
Really?
Yeah, did you know that? She doesn't look it.
Where you think you're going, baby?
That song was so catchy.
Chase me.
The Chainsmokers are coming out with a new album.
They got to take a selfie.
Shit. I can't believe that's the song that made them famous.
Me either. Because they had some pretty cool ones.
Coldplay coming out with a new album.
My girlfriend will be thrilled.
How do you feel about Coldplay?
I really like them that much. I like them a little bit.
They're they're almost like a modern day U2. Kinda. Hootie and the Blowfish are coming out with a new album.
I wanna be with you.
It's a good song, man. Korn is coming out with a new album.
Oh boy.
Madonna is coming out with a new album. Miley Cyrus is coming out with a new album.
That might go over well.
Puddle of Mud is coming out with a new album. And the Raconteurs, Rob Zombie is coming out with a new album.
Yay!
Is that a sarcastic yay or an actual?
Well, the thing about Rob Zombie is it's hit or miss.
Yeah. Dude, his stuff in the 90s with
Was
White
sick.
Zombie, dude.
That shit was great. The album with Dragula on it, I think it was Hellbilly Deluxe or something like that.
Dragula!
It also had no, not American Witch. It had God damn it.
It's not the one with a Thunder Kiss on it, was it?
No, this was whenever he started releasing under Rob Zombie. It had Dragula, and it had
Living Dead Girl.
Living Dead Girl. Yep, that was on there. The song. God, I can't remember any of these songs.
He's like a heavy metal Frank Zappa because his lyrics are so fucking wild.
They're awesome. I'm trying to remember. I can't. Super Beast. Super Beast is a good song.
Rihanna is coming out with a new album.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Rihanna.
Sheryl Crow is
I like
coming out
Sheryl
with a new
Crow.
album. Skid fucking Row is coming out with an album this year, apparently.
It's probably gonna be terrible.
Tim McGraw.
I like Tim McGraw.
Tool is
I
coming
like
out
Tool.
with a new album.
Oh, they're actually gonna drop it this time.
Apparently. Let's see what it says. So Maynard James Keenan apparently said new Tool album to arrive between May and July. So June.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they like actually set a date for it, or like a type of date, I guess.
The thing that blows my mind about it is they've been doing that for like 10 years. They've been making this album.
It better be fucking awesome. I'm gonna be real disappointed if it's not.
You either hate or love Tool, I've noticed. Like, there are people that absolutely hate Tool.
Yeah, I mean, it is an acquired taste. It's very, like, progressive metal.
I was in a death metal band, and our guitarist at the time hated Tool.
Wow.
He was like, "Oh, do you just want to play one chord the whole time?"
Oh, it's more than that, dude.
That's what I said.
Adam Jones is actually a really good guitarist. He's not very technical. Like, he plays a lot of feeling,
Rhythm,
though.
dude.
Yeah.
I guess whenever you play death metal, you think everything has to be fucking
Fast. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're a good guitarist either.
No, it doesn't.
Like, playing notes really fast doesn't make you a good guitarist. Like,
being able to find a rhythm and use that rhythm to implement music.
yeah, you play to the song. You service the song.
Exactly.
You don't have to make it, like...
Check out what I can do.
Yeah, you don't have to make it just ridiculous, you know? Like, I don't know.
That's why most of the bands that I played in haven't worked out. It's because everybody thinks that it has to be like a super crazy song. Dude, we are literally not even making an album. We're not famous. Why the fuck do you think this has to be perfect?
Dude, I was in a band. We were... I don't know, we were like a mix between like alternative rock and southern rock.
Yeah.
And we made an album. 10 original songs, man.
Hell yeah.
And I was listening back to it actually the other day, and it is not that great.
Yeah, it is not that great.
I mean, we were like 14 when we did it, though. So, I mean, it sounds good for a bunch of 14-year-olds, but yeah, I don't know. The melodies were really good, but you can hear just like where we got like off tempo at like certain places and stuff because we didn't use like a metronome.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we got like off tempo a couple times. If we went back, like, I mean, I haven't talked to those guys in a long time. But if we went back and like re-recorded it, I think it would sound a lot better.
All I've ever done in bands is vocals.
Really?
I've never played like an instrument in a band because it's not where I feel comfortable.
Yeah, I did vocals and guitar. Like, me and the other guitarist would like switch between rhythm and lead depending on what song it was.
See, I know how to play power chords and I know how to play like certain chords. I can play guitar when I'm bored.
Yeah.
But it's not like a passion now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like, but vocals, man, I used to do vocals all the time. All the time.
All the time?
Like every day. So I blew my vocal cords once. Also, that shit sucked.
How do you even do that? Like,
not doing the screams properly.
Oh, okay.
You're like just.
So you doing that type of? Oh, god damn.
Well, I've also done some singing. Like, we made some acoustic music.
Sorry for that loud boom.
I'll do just about anything as long as it's good. Like, I don't want to be putting all my energy into something that people aren't putting their energy into. Is the thing.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. You got to find people that like the same type of music and want to actually take it seriously.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're at like an hour and a half right now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you guys try to be good.
Yeah, be good. Stay safe, as Seth always says.
Yeah, stay safe.
We'll see y'all next week.
In America.